How can you overcome that if you don't get the words that you want to have when you're actually speaking? That's a great question, Matador. Thank you for asking it. This is where dialogue comes into practice. Matador, say that you've had a day where you had a conversation, and at some point of the conversation, you hit that wall, and they asked you something, or you wanted to express something, oh, and you could not think of it. What is the word? Well, it's okay. Survive the moment and jot down your notes. They talked about SpaceX, or they talked about this or that, and make that your assignment. It's one of our phrases here: make the world your classroom, meaning make everyday events what are causing you to learn, or your motivation for learning. So you would take that dialogue. The person at work asked you about SpaceX and you couldn't explain yourself, for example. And you would go home and recreate that dialogue. Let's just say the person at work's name is Tony. Tony said, "Hey, Matador, what did you do this weekend?" And you said, "I watched the new rocket launch by SpaceX on TV." And he said, "Really? What do you think about that when it comes to SpaceX and what they say they're doing? Do you believe in it?" So use that junction as a way of enhancing your dialogue. Take your dialogue. Tony said this, I said this, Tony said that, and then I choked. Now take the time to develop your dialogue, what you wish you would have said. Imagine what Tony would have said after, and then develop it even further, talking more about SpaceX or things like that. Then practice this dialogue between two people with another person, your study partner, your family, your friends, an actual person. Play the role. Act like you're at work. The other person is Tony. They come up to you and say, "Hey, Matador, what do you think about SpaceX?" As you do this, what will happen, Matador, is you will replace that partial experience where you weren't happy with it with a memory of an actual experience. Your brain will register your dialogue practice as almost the same as an actual interaction. So you will reinforce the way you wish you would have answered, the way you wish you would have said things over and over again through your practices. And what that does is the next time you talk with Tony or anyone else or about that topic, your brain will bring up a file of information of that dialogue so that you will have the choice words you wanted. Does that make sense?